It's been brilliant. And I think whatever happens in the final, regardless of the result against Spain, Italy are the moral victors. It's because they have played fantastic football, the best in the tournament, I believe, at least consistently. And they beat Germany, they beat England, they held Spain to a 1-1 draw in the group game. So they've played the kind of quality football that we always knew Italy were capable of, but for various reasons, the cultural reasons, the management, the players, they never actually did. Or at least they used to do it in bursts, which was so infuriating because you knew they could do it. And then they would go back to defending again, or go back to saying, no, let's just be solid because that's what we're good at. But they're not. Italy have remarkable technique, remarkable quality, so use it. And that is what Prandelli has done. And God bless him. We should put up a statue to the man. Well, Buffon has been fantastic on this one, but he always is. It's one of those things like with Pirlo. We know that's what he does. Apart from those two, I'd say De Rossi, because he has been magnificent as a centre-back and as a midfielder and as a leader, and in coming back from injury and in shaking off another injury. He is the warrior spirit of this side and showed that you can combine that spirit with quality as well. He certainly timed it well, didn't he? People say it might be because his mum was in the stands, and in fact he went over and when he embraced his mama, because the Italians, you know, even poor thing, he's only 21, we know what it's like to have your mama there to give you a cuddle and reassure you that everything's all right. It makes you feel different. And he behaved himself throughout this tournament. He's played pretty well. Obviously, he took a while to actually take his chances. At times, he looked like he was asleep. But other than that, against Germany, I was astounded, not by the 2 goals, but by the fact he was tracking back and helping out the defence. I've never seen him do that before in his entire career. It was a miracle. I mean, if they've managed to get him to track back, well, that is an achievement that Prandelli can put on top of, you know, his winner's medals. He can put that there. I made Balotelli work for the team. You can definitely see that he has matured, that he is improving, that he is working for the team, that he is taking more responsibility than he ever used to. He even celebrated a goal. That never happens either. Plus, you can see it's been very good for him to be working with Cassano, because Cassano used to be Balotelli. He used to be the wild child of Italian football who would always lose his temper and do crazy things. And now he is maturing, he is settling down, partly because of his health problems, but also because he married and he has a little son. So you can see he has the experience to help Balotelli and tell him, I've been there, mate. Don't worry about it. This is what you have to do. And that's really, really helped him. He doesn't lecture Cassano. He's still very immature in a way for most people his age. He's still very silly, and they get on like a house on fire. And that's the important thing. He has, Balotelli has the dual influence of Prandelli's calm and father-like nature, and of Cassano's silliness as an older brother who's been there, done that, and come out the other side. And the two of them combined are really making a difference. I'm rather curious about the tactics, to be honest, because Italy started out with the 3-5-2 against Spain, and it really did work. It did brilliantly. But now Italy have gone back to the diamond midfield, and people are suggesting they're going to stick with the diamond against Spain, which would be curious. It's a difficult one. It depends on, do you stick with what's working, or do you adjust to counter Spain's strength? I'm curious to see what Prandelli will do. I mean, he's been very careful to keep his cards close to his chest at this tournament and try not to reveal his systems. But if he does take inspiration from Juventus, from Antonio Conte's constant switching of systems, which we know the team can do because we've seen them do it, then we could get a very interesting final here. But also, I'm more curious to see what Spain will do, whether they'll actually play a striker or not, because it was when Torres came on, in the second half that Spain really started to threaten Italy. Was that because there was a striker, or was that because Italy was tiring by that point? Because we saw that after the hour mark they tended to get fatigued in the group stage. It'll be curious. We'll have to see.